Where else can you go to actually monetize your mistakes? To take something you totally, completely messed up on and go out and potentially earn untold sums of money in a way that profoundly impacts and benefits other people, including yourself and your own family. Here's what I mean by that. So you get started in this business or whatever, this is a life thing, but in this business, you have a residual income you can build, which sets you free. So sticking with this business, you get in, you make a lot of mistakes as everybody does. And maybe some common ones are, you got in, you got some results from the product that has you really excited because you're feeling great, you've lost weight, or if you needed to gain weight, whatever the case is, you're getting healthier, you're feeling better, you want to tell the whole world about it. Everybody does. So a common mistake is we throw up all over everybody just from our excitement. And then everybody is like, whoa, hang on. And you could be talking to somebody who is ready to lay down their credit card and get the same program that you did so that they can get the results that you got. And now you spewed all over them and they're like, hang on a second, kind of changing my mind now. This is weird. So that could be a mistake. And then you can learn from it. And then you could teach from it. And that's where it's at. Now you position yourself as a problem solver versus a salesperson. So every time you make a mistake and you learn from it, you can teach it. I've got, at this point, almost 1,900 videos. I'm going to be at 2,000 soon. And a good portion of my videos, as well as my blog posts and my Facebook posts, are about problem solving, about lessons I've learned that I can now teach because I've been there, done that, figured out how to overcome that, and now I'm going to show other people how they can overcome that too. People who are in the same kind of circumstances, same problems, who are looking for solutions, right? So that's what you can do. Another common one, this might be a thing about mindset, like, back in the day when I was a mess, I had all these things going on. This is how I thought about money, and this is how I thought about my time. This is how I thought about the world and why I couldn't achieve anything. And then I had this massive breakthrough in my brain. I changed from how I believe this way to how I believe this way. And now this is what's happening. And you can teach about that. I do a lot of videos about mindset, and I also do videos and blog posts about more mechanical stuff too. And I merge the two, the mindset and the mechanical, like how things change after our mind changes and how we change our daily activities based on how the mind changes. I teach a lot about that based on my experiences and also based on what I've learned from just watching other people too. And you do your personal development every day. So between your personal development and what you're actually experiencing in the real world, there's lessons to be learned. So here's how you get all of this to work. It's just one thing. You go out there and you take massive action every day. And you make those mistakes. Get in, fail fast, fail often, fail big, and learn from all of them and start to monetize all of that to building your residual income that benefits a lot of other people the bigger that you build it. So if you look at it that way, it's like you owe it to yourself and your family and to everybody that you're going to impact. You owe it to all those people to go out there, fail fast, fail often, and then teach from what you've learned. Teach from what you overcome. Bring people with you on the journey. The cool thing about that is now you're real. They can relate to you. They can't relate to people that put on this BS front of having it all together and having everything perfect. People relate to you when you didn't do it right, when you made mistakes, and then you figure out and you become a problem solver. People relate to you and they're like, if he can do it, if she can do it, why can't I do it? I can do it too. So then you build up an audience in a really natural, organic, beautiful way. How fun is that? And then as your audience builds, when you make a recommendation or you talk about a tool that you've used like Shakeology or one of the Beachbody fitness programs or the club with the meal planning, and you talk about this is what I did, this is how I overcame, or you're talking about somebody else, this is the mess that somebody else was in, here's what they did, what they used to overcome it. If you'd like to know more about that, Facebook private message me. That could be your simple call to action after you share how you solved a problem. Get a hold of me via Facebook inbox. I'll show you what I did. If you like it, we can do it. If you don't, we don't have to. No big deal. That kind of a thing. I do it all the time. I've been doing it for years, taking people on the journey with me, showing them my problems, my struggles, the mistakes I've made, how I don't have it all together, and how I learned the lessons that I learned. I put them in videos. I make blog posts. I do Facebook posts. And that's how I've built my audience, and that's how I'm going to continue to build it, by being honest and vulnerable, and as I am, being real, relatable, connectable, and I'll organically align with whom I'm supposed to. And that's what I want you to do as well, because it's worth it, and it's so much more fun to build a business of residual income in a way that is organic and natural and real, and a way that you get to be yourself big time. But the first key is you got to get in, start taking some action and making those mistakes, because the real world experience is going to teach you more than anything else can. But you still got to do your personal development too, because the biggest shortcut to solving your problems is to leverage the intellectual acuity of other people who have been there, done that, and willing to teach you how to do it too. And then, so that's how it starts, right? Because you're going to be a teacher as you learn things and you solve problems. You're going to be a teacher, so you have to be a student so that you can be a teacher. And that is the shortcut to figuring out how to solve your problems, right? So you don't know how to talk to people, you don't know how to invite, find out who the best is, learn from them. Find out who the best is with anything that you're having a problem with, learn from them. If you try to figure it out on your own, it could take you years longer than it needs to, lots of dollars longer, if you even figure it out at all. But you learn from somebody who's been there, done that, and teaches it well. You could shave years off of your efforts. You could shave many, many dollars off of your efforts. Lots of stress. Intellectual acuity is the biggest shortcut there. But it's what you do and how you apply with what you learn. That's going to be the ultimate learning experience, because lots of people will learn, but they don't apply and they don't put it into action. And there's a lot of people that take big action, but they're not learning from anybody else who's smarter than they are in that area, that could teach them, who's already been there and done that. But you combine the two. You learn from the teachers, the people that have been there and done that, sharing their experiences with you of how they overcame it. You combine that with actually applying what you've learned. You're going to be an awesome teacher for people who are looking for you, maybe not you specifically, but looking for ways to solve particular problems. And in that search, they find you organically. And that's how it all happens. Okay, hope you enjoyed this. Share it with your teams. And I've got a lot more social media training on my website, fireyourboss.xyz, not .com, that's different, .xyz, fireyourboss.xyz. Share this with your team, and I'll be making more videos as I learn new things. I will teach. Bye for now.